Hiya, it's Veronica, your artist here at Shaboo Prints. Welcome back to the Shaboo Prints Artist Studio, where we are currently hanging out and doing constructive things with our thoughts and our energies, which is to color and create. So I'm so glad you're here. Did you know that you are making me calm? That being able to create these videos and offer a service to you makes me feel proactive and helpful and good. So I thank you so much. And I'm so happy to hang out with you and do something fun together. So with that, let's color. Look at all the journeying we've done together. Today, we're going to color these two final shoes. Let's complete this masterpiece, but first, let's consider this inspirational message. Maturity is when we accept our birth-given shoes, which we discover are hard to fill with anyone else. Let's come over here and we'll start coloring this walking shoe. And I'll start with a soft dove gray. It'll be a sporty shoe, and we'll contrast the gray with a nice bright color. But first, we'll use this as our background color to the shoe. And I'll even color the inside of the shoe with this beautiful, soft color. I can't believe we're almost done with our masterpiece. We've done so much together, so much journeying and traveling. And if you think about it, this is just a small, literal snapshot of all that there is, of all that there is to consider, of all the places that we could travel. This is but a tiny fraction of what's out there. That's how big our world is. That's how many opportunities there are to explore, to do, to experience. This is just a microcosm of what's out there. And it's so enjoyable if you want it to be, like we've made this enjoyable. Me well enough now to know that I'll begin to sculpt the color with some shadow. It really takes so little effort to turn something from blank to literally vibrant. We're still using only one color, two hues, and yet the shoe is already leaping out at us from the page. Just a small, tiny offering of our attention, and it comes to life as if in gratitude for our focus and our love. I'll add some highlights to pop the trim out even more, bring more life into it. With shadow, there is light, and now we have some depth, and here is our contrasting color. I've chosen a nice sporty green, and I think this will be a very smart shoe. With just a few colors, it can be absolutely spectacular. And I think it's because it always was spectacular. We're just helping it along, enhancing it with a few colors and a little attention. attention can do to a shoe. Imagine what a little of our attention could do to someone else, to someone's soul, and the impact our attention and focus could literally have on their shine and happiness. I've never doubted your impact. This green is so great for an outdoor shoe. It almost makes you think that putting it on and stepping outside will help the trees recognize you. I value what shadow can do to shape. Look at that. Now let's look at what light can do to shape. Equally potent. Now let's come over here, and I think we'll play with some grays and blacks. I love the challenge of coloring in a dark shoe and discovering all of the complexities and hues of dark colors, no different than bright or light colors. But it does require, I think, a different mindset, a different level of openness to accept that something that isn't perhaps as visual as a bright yellow can have equal value and complexities. I like exploring that. Let's explore that together. I'm not quite sure how much of the shoe I will use this gray with, but I know I'll fill in this space. And I guess I'll take it down into the outside parts of the shoe. I'm kind of coming up with it as I go. This is the fun part of being spontaneous, letting things flow, letting things happen. And while it's all one hue or color for now, we'll add some depth and have fun with it. Even if it is just a dark gray, it's still a beautiful gray. All colors are beautiful. I've always thought it was interesting how we'll judge colors. And I don't really understand why, but we all do. I do too. And yet, if you notice, we'll look at a rainbow that possesses all colors. And we don't judge a rainbow, we just simply enjoy it. And I think it's because we look at rainbows not with our minds, but with our hearts. I almost find this gray earthy, almost like a wet clay. And for a moment, let's imaginate our hands grabbing onto this block of clay, soft and cool. You are now bestowed with the power of creation. You can create anything you want with this clay. What will that be? What do you really want to create? use this very dark color to support the gray, and we'll fill in the area of the toe and the heel as it starts to become cohesive, as we start to, like a puzzle piece, fit together the pieces of the shoe. Look at how smart a couple of dark colors can make something look. There's literally beauty in everything. It's all in how you behold it, how you choose to see something. And even in dark, difficult days such as these, perhaps, there can be beauty found. It just takes a shift in the perception. But beauty, irregardless of how ugly a situation may be, is only just below the surface. Let's just enjoy the shape of the heel for a little while. Even in this simple heel, there could be found so much joy. Wherever you put your attention, joy can be found. This part reminds me of walking on top of a fence, balancing my weight, arms out to my sides, smiling. Time to sculpt. I love sculpting. I'll take some of that dark gray and make it a shine like a patent leather. And the heel, it deserves a little shine too. And a kiss of light on the inside top of the shoe. And now for shadow. Look at all that can be done with dark colors. Look at all the life that, when they're combined, they can create. Let's accentuate the dark shoe even more with a little light. Interesting how that works. You notice how the more we open up the spectrum, the more fantastic something becomes? There's always so much more to learn. It's amazing how one page could allow us to travel to so many places. And while this journey may be complete, I can't help but wonder what adventures lie ahead.